Intelligent people will watch this video till the end. There are so many people out there walking around with closed eyes. All day they look on their smartphones, they don't live in the here and now, and they don't know what is going on behind the scenes. But fortunately, you are different. You are somebody who wants to know more. You are here because you are striving for knowledge. Chances are that you've heard similar motivational phrases in the past from a motivational speaker, or you've read something like this in an advice book. Even though there might be some truth to what you've just heard, you are probably really striving for knowledge. There's also a clever influence technique in there. It's the so-called egotistic trap. You are told that you are something special, that you are very intelligent, and this flatters your ego. But later on, you will be more vulnerable to get influenced. So take a look, for example, at a study by Dolinski and colleagues published in the journal Social Influence in 2023. They approached more than 1,000 participants on bus stations or tram stations and asked them whether they were willing to participate in a quite long survey. And in a control condition, only about 1/3 agreed to do so. But when they added the following phrase, well, we need the answers from intelligent persons, and you just seem to be one of those. So you are told that you are looking very intelligent and that you are the chosen one. Then the numbers went up to more than 50%. More than half of the participants now were willing to fill out this very long questionnaire. And these results could be replicated in a second experiment in which people were called and asked whether they wanted their car inspected at an official service station. And again, the compliance rate went up when they said, well, studies could show that sensible people have their cars inspected at official service stations. And the compliance rate went up from a little bit more than 50% to up to 72%. So people really wanted to be one of those sensible persons. Interestingly, there seems to be a way to boost the effectiveness of this egotistic trap, and this could be shown in a study by Bolken and Anderson, in which they asked people, well, do you regard yourself as an helpful person? And what would you answer to this question? Well, probably if a stranger asks you, would also say, well, yeah, of course, I'm a helpful person. All in all, I'm a helpful person. And chances are that you are, because most people are more helpful than others think. And in this study as well, all of the 172 participants said something like, yes, of course, I'm a helpful person. But moments later, they got the chance to prove it. They were asked, well, I'm conducting a survey. Would you be willing to take part in a 30-minute survey? And in a control condition in which they had not been asked whether they are a helpful person, so there was not this egotistic trap, only about 30% said yes. But in the experimental condition, when they had just said, well, I am a helpful person, 77% now agreed to take part in this survey. And there are two reasons why this might be even more effective. First of all, there is a little dialogue before the actual request. And studies could show in the past that the so-called dialogue involvement influence technique, in which you just talk to somebody for a short moment, it doesn't matter about what you talk, but a short dialogue, a little bit small talk, rises the chances that the other person will agree to your request. And the second reason is cognitive dissonance, because if you say of yourself, well, I am a helpful person, and moments later you have to prove if you are a helpful person, if you would not agree to do so, if you would say, no, I don't help, well, this would cause a lot of cognitive dissonance, because now you are not consistent in what you say and what you do. So the next time when somebody tries to flatter your ego and tells you, well, you are one of the intelligent people, you are one of the sensible people, you are one of the really helpful people, then you know, well, maybe it's true, but on the other hand, it's also an influence technique. And following this line of thought, I just want to say thank you for watching, and knowing that you are a helpful person, I guess you will give this video a thumbs up.